Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. I'm Nerdarchist Ryan, and I'm flanked by...
I'm Ted.
And I'm Dave.
And we have a GM 911. Help! The fighter has a 31 strength and runs away from combat!
So if you guys have a GM911 and you would like our help with it, just email us at nerdarchy@gmail.com, GM911 in the subject, or go over to the forums where we found this one, and you can post your own.
And so this GM911 is from Arcanivore. And so
You might want to mention it's actually more of a player 911.
Yeah, it is more of a player, because he's a player in this game on Roll20, and apparently they found a genie's lamp that they so apparently he'd also found the lamp himself, but the GM ignored the fact that he said he was grabbing the lamp or whatever. The
fighter got it first.
The fighter got it first. However, it came about, got the wish to be the strongest thing on the world. So you could say 31 strength, but granted by wish. Which, first off, for wish, a genie's wish, it should have been that he got a 31 strength but became a coward. Like, that would have really worked and everything. But no, like, he gets a 31 strength.
Or just turned him into an NPC. Yeah, the Tarrasque.
Yeah, so that you just turned him into a monster, because that would have been a great way.
What's the intelligence on the Tarrasque, Ted?
3.
Yeah, you're no longer playable.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so the player made his character a coward for the fact that he wants his character to keep leveling so he has more hit points so he doesn't die, and he maintains having a 31 strength.
So he went from being the tank to being the guy that stands back and allows the party to deal with stuff, and then...
Well, he hits like a rogue. He'll dart in, probably, hit hard, get the hell out, so he's not, like, tanking and taking that
Well,
damage.
yeah, they were definitely using a lot of MMO terms.
Yeah.
Well, and here's the worst part, guys. This is really horrible. Before this ever happened, they had already, pre-gamed that whenever they find treasure, they settle any disputes by arm wrestling in the game. And he's got a 31 strength. No one ever gets anything anymore.
Is the arm wrestling really in there, or did you just make that up?
I just made it up because it'd be so great.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
But
no, the fighter has been hoarding the magical items as well, because like he's basically threatening violence as his character.
He's like, I have no neck.
Yeah.
I pick things up. I put things down. I am taking that.
Yeah, I can.
Except for when there's combat, and he's like, run away.
Yeah.
Get him, Warlock.
Yeah. So this player, he made an RP heavy Warlock who is often put in a situation to basically be the defender of the party, with just pinging things with Eldritch Blast and pushing them away. So yeah,
he needs to learn to use his Misty Step better, and Misty Step behind everybody.
Behind this fighter. Yeah,
behind the fighter, so then he can use Eldritch Blast to push the fighter towards the monsters.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that'll be the way to go.
Probably won't go well for him at all.
No.
I think broken neck.
Although, if he hits him, what is it? Eldritch Blast pushes 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
So, if the more blasts you get, the further away you can push that fighter. You get enough of them, and then you can push the fighter significantly far away that they can't get to you anymore.
Yeah.
And then you can kill the fighter just based off of, like, just by raw hit points.
I don't think this is going to help the problem with their game, though.
No, it's not. It's not going to. So, this is an elemental evil game, and Arcanivore wants to continue playing this game on Roll20,
but he's
feeling very frustrated and rage quitty about it.
So, what are you guys familiar with Roll20?
I mean, Roll20 is just another way of hosting games. It's like when we do Google Hangout games.
Yeah, it's a virtual tabletop.
Yeah, is all that is.
That part doesn't matter. The parts that are important...
It's the people dynamics, really.
Yeah, the people dynamics. You're playing with people you don't know.
Yeah.
There's a good possibility there may not even been a session 0, no social contracts.
Right.
Which, I think...
Social contract is less relevant when you know and are friends with the people that are involved, right?
Like, I'm related to most of the people I game with, so I could just throw them in headlocks if I had to.
His gaming family tree does not fork.
Yeah, not much at all. I mean, brother-in-law, brother, my son, Mark is
longtime family friend.
Well, longtime friend, but is also his daughter's
godfather. Yeah, so there's a lot of
Hey, let's cut through the crap here. Mark was gaming with us before he was your daughter's godfather.
Well, but then we adopted him into the family.
Yeah, then you did. Yeah, that's true.
We blessed him into the family through the magical Jesus Christ.
I like rock and roll Jesus with the flying V guitar. Like, I think he's the best awesome Jesus.
No, baby Jesus.
Not
old man Jesus.
Okay. So So we don't have a session 0. We don't have social contract.
Well,
Got-
we're guessing. We're guessing.
We're
on these
guessing.
points.
So do we? He didn't say in his message whether he's reached out to the GM in any way, shape, or form.
that's got to be
No.
step one of conversation.
Yeah, I think that's where things need to go. And I also think that you could also reach out to this player and be like, hey, you are already.
Head and shoulders above.
Dude, you're being a dick. Stop.
Well, I mean, I don't think insulting is going to get you towards a peaceful resolution. If you reach out to the other player and
It
say,
always works on the internet. I'm sure of it.
I'll just shut up.
No, keep going. If you don't keep going, I can't keep interrupting. I'm sorry, guys. I'm being a dick.
All right, let's talk about Dave's being a dick. Let's stop this video here.
If he reaches out to the other player and be like, look, you're already the strongest in the party. All the magic items he's got, all of them can't be relevant to
The thing
to
you're
his
trying to
You
character.
can only tune 3 at a time anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, in order to have that character best survive, the item should be divvied amongst the party and divvied out to the people that it's going to most benefit, and then they can cooperate and deal with this.
Honestly, the funny thing is, I didn't realize other groups didn't do that. Like, we've always just been like, well, who's this useful for?
Yeah.
And giving it to that person. And if there's an inequality of magic items,
It's only because the items that came up are like, well, I mean, these are obviously the items that the rogue would have or most benefit from.
And I've had times where it's like, okay, well, this character has none and this character has 2, but this character does not want nor could use either of those 2 magic items. There's no big deal.
Yeah.
So, like, you just move on, and...
But after playing with more people than we usually play with, like the more variety, we learned that's not really how they do it. Like it's very important to some groups, like
or some individuals.
there's some individuals that there's got to be a division, like everything has
By
a
gold value.
Yeah, and everyone has to have the same. Where we've never really worried about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so again, like this, that would be part of your session 0 social contract if that's important to your game. Like that's definitely something I would put in a social contract. Like if the division of treasure, where we've always just handled it in game and just like, oh well, I'm a fighter. What am I going to do with magical lockpicks?
Right. Yeah.
You're a rogue here. I think you should have this. This great sword. Yes, there's several of us that could possibly use it, but you're actually going to be hitting you hit the hardest in front of monsters.
No,
And
give it to the halfling wizard.
Yeah.
Good call.
Who's not proficient in it and rolls with disadvantage.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously there's going to be the character that like is the great weapon like master type of thing. Like they take feats and archetype build things that like
They're invested in being good at that.
Key into that thing, so obviously it goes to them. But like I think at the end of the day, if you're largely not having a good time gaming with these people, that character that you created is still a valid character. Like, find other people on Roll20 that want to play Temple of Elemental Evil and pick up, maybe pick up where you left off from, or maybe you have to retread some of it. That's fine too. Like, I'm largely of the opinion if more times than not, you're not enjoying your gaming experience and being at the table or virtual table with people, there's better ways I can use my time, for me. Like, I could go read a book or go hang out with friends or like draw or, read, but like watch things on Netflix, play video games, anything other than that. So by and large, if I'm not having a good time with a group of people, I would probably find another group of people. That's like ultimate, like you can't come to an accord with anyone. That's what I would do.
I would certainly, that's certainly valid advice. I would go through the multiple steps.
Yeah, there's like a procedure to go through.
Yeah,
before getting to
that is the bottom of like, all right, I show up and I kind of have my arms folded for this entire duration. Like
you talk to the fellow players, you talk to that individual player,
the GM.
You talk to the GM, and if after all of that, you can't come to an accord that you're happy with, well, then. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Find a group you're happy to game with.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and also too, so yeah, I would get that buy-in from the other players, talk to them, and be like, hey, look, I feel this way. Does anybody else? And if you do, like, collectively, like, the rest of us feel like this is a problem. It's very inequitable for the rest of the group. You obviously have this massive boon, so why would you then go and get everything above and beyond, for the rest of the party? Because it's ruining your good time is at the expense of everyone else's good time.
Absolutely.
Right? And one person, like one person at the table having a good time and everyone else having a shit time is not an equitable solution.
I agree.
So
Yeah, you could also, I guess, like ask around with the other players if how they feel about what's going on in the game in a non-confrontational way.
I did just say that. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard something different. So, but what he said then.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he said. Yeah.
So I think we covered.
Find out
it.
what page everyone's on.
Yeah,
so
as long as you guys are in
like.
like the same page, same book, yeah. But yeah. Anybody else have anything to add, or you think
That's
we'll wrap
it.
this up?
I think we're good.
Okay, sure. So I mean, if you guys have any other solutions to put down for our carnivore, put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
You can patronize us over on Patreon.
You can hang out with us over on Facebook.
So until next time,
Stay nerdy.